Every week you don't fix your nutrition, you're losing muscle you've already built, and gaining fat you'll have to work twice as hard to lose later. That's not a scare tactic, that's how your body responds when your food doesn't match your training. You lift hard and you've got some size, but there's a layer of fat covering everything, especially around your gut. And no matter how much effort you put in, it just won't budge. Here's what I help men like you achieve. Get lean, strong, and visibly muscular within 3 months without cutting out the foods you enjoy, with a plan that fits around your work hours. If you want to see how this works for men on brutal rosters, keep watching. Let me guess where you're at right now. Maybe you've grabbed a random meal plan off YouTube. Maybe you've copied what your mate's doing at the gym. Maybe you've typed meal plan for fat loss into ChatGPT and hoped for the best, and none of that stuck. You're still waking up Monday feeling like a write-off. No energy, stomach bloated and uniform tighter than it should be. You come home after a long shift with nothing left. No energy for your partner, your kids, or yourself. You sit on the couch scrolling, eat whatever's easy, tell yourself you start again tomorrow, and tomorrow looks exactly the same. The worst part, your partner barely touches you anymore because you don't look or act like the man you used to be. You feel invisible and older than you should. And deep down, you know you're leaving potential on the table as every year passes. And on top of that, to fix this yourself, you need to become an expert in calorie tracking, carb timing, meal prep, macro manipulation, and recovery, all while working 12-hour shifts and rotating rosters. And honestly, I don't blame you, because most stuff out there is built for people with normal schedules, not for men working long hours in construction, mining, FIFO, or trades. The information exists, but no one's shown you how to apply it to your actual life. And even if the plan you copied worked for someone else, it doesn't mean it'll work for you. Most of the guys you follow online don't work 12-hour shifts. They're not on rotating rosters. They're not walking 10,000 steps before lunch. They can train whenever they want. Your environment is completely different, so your plan has to be too. Here's what makes working with me completely different. I don't hand you a generic meal plan and wish you luck. I build everything around your actual life. When you wake up, when you train, how long your shifts run, and how your roster changes week to week. I load carbs around your training so you have actual power in the gym and can build muscle instead of just getting through the session. I spread fats later into meals so you stay full during long shifts without crashing. I give you weekly weight targets so you know exactly where you're sitting and what direction we're heading. You get a customized training program, a nutrition plan built around your roster, and weekly check-ins where I adjust everything based on your progress. You also get access to my coaching academy covering calories, macros, recovery, and how to fuel properly around brutal work hours. This means you'll actually understand what you're fucking doing. By the time you've been with me for a few months, you'll know how to manage your own cuts and builds without second guessing everything. So if this sounds like what you need, book a call below. I look at your training, nutrition, work hours, and what's actually holding you back. You live with a clear plan of what needs to change, even if we never work together. Here's a real example. Matt came to me after a breakup, training hard but eating all wrong. Barely anything during the day, then smashing junk at night because he was starving. Years of effort with nothing to show for it. So he fixed how he was fueling himself. Carbs around his sessions for powering the gym. Fats later in the day so he wasn't craving garbage every night. Weekly weight targets so he knew exactly where he stood. Once the food matched the work, his body took off. He gained just under 10 kilos of lean size in 112 days. His confidence came back. His business improved. He bought the car he'd been talking about forever. Now you might be thinking, I'm cherry picking the best results. But Jack, a new dad training at 4:30 on broken sleep, got a similar transformation just by following the plan. His waist tightened, stomach flattened, and he finally looked like someone who actually trains. Now you may be thinking the investment is too much right now, but most men I talk to aren't spending too much on coaching, they're spending too much on the wrong things. Uber Eats, supplements that don't work, gym memberships that barely use properly, and that adds up to thousands a year with nothing to show for it. The men who actually change aren't the ones who found extra money, they're the ones who decided their health was worth prioritizing. You may also be thinking, you can't stay consistent with long shifts and unpredictable hours. That's exactly why my system is built around real life. Mario was a chef, working split shifts, early starts, late finishes with no real meal breaks. Some weeks he could barely train at all, and even with that inconsistency, he still changed. On good weeks, he took big steps forward. On bad weeks, he held the line. He never went backward because the system adapts to your life, not the other way around. Look, this isn't for everyone. If you're not willing to follow a plan at least 85% of the time, this won't work. But if you're a man working long hours who already trains and you're tired of putting in effort that doesn't show, this is exactly what you need. And here's my guarantee. If you follow the plan and you're still not moving towards the result, I'll keep working with you until you get there. Every month you wait, you lose more muscle, gain more fat, and your energy keeps dropping. You're watching mates get leaner while you stay the same. Book a call below. I'll look at your training, nutrition, hours, and what's holding you back. If it's a good fit, we'll map the next few months together. If not, I'll still point you in the right direction. Click the button below and book your call now.